Hello everyone, welcome. So today I'm going to show you how to use WordPress and build for free. So if you've been wondering how to do that, just stay tuned to the end of the video and you are not going to regret. So what most of you will do is go to Google and search for WordPress, and you find the WordPress dashboard, and what you're going to do is to download WordPress, right? But that is not the right process if you want to build for free, because when you do that you have to sign in or buy a domain. So what we are going to do is actually use a local server. So with this method you just have to search for LocalWP. Right, you have to search for this LocalWP and it's going to enable you to build your own server on your PC. So all you have to do is download for free, enter your credentials, and you have to choose your organization and any email actually, and you download for Windows. You're going to get it and it's going to start downloading here. I have it already, so I'm going to pause or cancel the download. So you have to do that. Okay, when you are done, then we meet at the other side. Okay, so when you are done with the installation, this is where you land. All these pages or all these local websites are on because I've worked on them. So if you are new, you are not going to see anything like this. It's going to be blank. Okay, so this is our LocalWP, and this section is where you log into your WordPress admin. This section is where you open your site. If you want to check your website, right? And this preference section is where you make your settings, dark mode, light mode. When you click on apply, it's going to apply, but I prefer the dark mode. And this place, if you want to export, I'll probably have to do another video on how to export your project from this LocalWP. So let me close it here. If you are building with LocalWP, you don't have to change the locations of the, let's say, the files. When you change it, it's going to crash your site. What you have to do is to export it and import. So I'm going to do another video on it, but this video is just to show you how to launch your WordPress website for free. Okay, so you're going to click on this add local sites icon, the plus icon here. So let's click on it to add a new site, and you're going to create a new site. Okay, nothing extra. If you've imported or exported your site, as I said earlier, you can just use the site to import it, but it's a new site. Okay, so you just create a new site, you sign into WordPress. So let's go ahead and you give your site a name. Okay, you give your site a name. The advanced option is not really important, but here you can choose your file paths. Okay, so you can really set destination. You can really set your destination where you want to keep your files. Okay, once and for all with this file path side, and this is your website domain. You can change it if you want. Okay, and let's click on continue, and let's use, normally it's best to use preferred. Okay, if you are very technical, you can use your custom. Just make sure maybe your PHP should be the latest version, but you can go with preferred and it's fine. Okay, and this is your website logins. Okay, so make sure you don't forget this login, and use your email, which you can use to reset your logins. Put your email here. So I'm going to enter login and we are going to continue. So you can also do that on your side. So we are going to give it a username and password. Alright, and let's go ahead and add site. Okay, so it's going to load our site for us. So let's give it a few minutes depending on the speed of your internet. Okay, so we have our sites live now, and this shows that your site is live. So you can stop your site here, and you can actually start as many sites as you want. It depends on the space you have on your PC and how you can keep them. So you can see our files from November 22nd. So let's go ahead, and this section will take us to our WordPress admin. Okay, so let's go to our WordPress admin. So I'm going to log into this website, so you can also log into yours. If you are not signed in automatically, just enter your password and let's go ahead. So when you are signing in, it's going to take you to the WordPress dashboard. So this is our dashboard. It says welcome to WordPress. You can clean this one. So this is the back end of WordPress. Okay, so when you've actually paid for domain and you are doing like a good site, a proper site, which is online, this is how you're going to see your WordPress dashboard, and you're going to see your domain here. So maybe another time I'll launch a WordPress website with a registered domain, and you're going to see how that also works. Okay, so this side is your settings, general. Okay, so you can just set your site title anyhow you want it. You can set your favicon here, you can set your tagline here, which is going to show or display on Google if people search for your website. And you can change your administrative email in case you want to change the email you use to reset your passwords. You can do that here. Alright, and the dates, formats, and all that stuff, so you can also change them here. Alright, so this is the appearance panel. Okay, and at this side you can change your themes. Okay, you can change your themes. So this is WordPress theme. This theme is called Solace. Okay, when you click on customize, you can customize your theme. Okay, but before that, this section is also for plugins. Okay, this is for WordPress plugins. So I did a video earlier on how to add a plugin, like maybe you want to add WhatsApp chat plugin. Okay, so you are just what you have to do is search for the plugin. Okay, when you search for the plugin and it pops up and you install the plugin. So this plugin is going to give you a click to chat, WhatsApp chats plugin. So when you install, then you activate it when it's done installing. Alright, so enough of that. Let's go to our template. So let's say we want to add a theme. You click on add theme. Click on add theme, and you're going to search your theme here. They have different type of themes. Let's search for Astra. I don't want to use Solace now because it's there. They have a lot of themes that you can use. Okay, so when you search for the theme I'm searching for is Astra, so you're going to install the theme. Okay, like how you install the plugin, you have to install the theme. So it's going to install the theme, and when it's done, before you install, you can also preview the theme here. Alright, you can preview the theme. Okay, so let's go ahead. Theme is basically like your container, so it's not really how the website is going to look. It's a container that it houses your templates, let's say. So let's click on start building now to activate our theme. Most themes will give you options to choose starter templates. So as you can see at this section, there are other starter templates that you can choose. So let it activate and let's go ahead and work on the starter template. Alright, so our Astra theme is done installing. So let's click on this and let's set up with some few details. You can fill your information here, and this is not really necessary, but yeah. You can as well skip it, okay? And this side, you're gonna choose with build with AI, or you're gonna choose with build with templates. So I'm going to build with templates. So with this site, you have to choose if you want to build with Elementor or block editor. You may need both, but most of the time you start with Elementor. Okay, and this is where you choose your starter template. So let's say you want a portfolio website. Yes, so these are examples of portfolio websites. Okay, you have numerous samples that you can choose from. Okay, so this is premium, so make sure you target the free ones. Okay, few free ones. Okay, let's go with this one, and you can choose your font pairings here. You can choose your font pairings. And this section, most of the time the font pairings are unique, and you can choose your color palette with this side too. Okay, so let's go ahead and click on continue. So you can just skip this step. Alright, you can just skip this step and fill your details again. Intermediate, beginner, expert, whatever you want to do, and go ahead. Not every template will be asking you details like this, and template is going to go ahead and install. So you just have to stick around like a few minutes, and it's going to install your template. Okay, so there we go, our starter template has been installed. Alright, so let's go ahead and you can click here to view sites, and you can finish setup. So anyway, let's view the sites. So let me see, I think it started on a blank page, so you can also click here to finish setup. And this is our starter template. Alright, this is our starter template. So this is our website straight ahead, ready for customization. Alright, so I'm going to have to do a new video, okay, on how to use Elementor page builder. Okay, so but I'm going to just show you some few tricks and tips, so that this video might not be like too long, because it was just how to launch it with LocalWP, bringing your own local server here. Okay, bringing your own local server and launching your own website, as many as possible. Okay, all right, so this is our dashboard. This is our pages. This side you can see all your pages. This is your pages panel, all your pages on your website. So this is where you can edit your pages one after the other. Okay, so you can click on here to edit, and you can edit with Elementor from this side, and you can also edit with Elementor from this side. So let's click on edit with Elementor and see how it goes. So Elementor page builder is one of the best page builders on WordPress, and you have free version and paid version, pro versions as well. So it's how creative you are, and you'll be able to explore the free version to build some amazing websites. Right, so you can skip the tutorials or you can watch them if you want, but I'm here, that is why I'm here. So let's skip. And this is your, let's say this is like if you're using Photoshop, this is your layers panel, right? So you can just move things up and down. All right, okay, you can just move things up and down. I just moved a section below on top of the hero section, and if you want to undo some things like that, when you make mistakes, I just move this my process section to the hero side. Okay, and this is for history. So let's say I want to undo that move, I'm going to go back here and it will undo. Right, and I'll click on publish to save. So any change you make and you want it to stick, just click on publish to save. You can click here to close this layers if it's distracting your view, and you can bring it back here. Right, and with Elementor you can just click and edit. Okay, it's as simple as that. You can change your styles, you can change your spacing, you can go to advanced and add in all the CSS properties that you are aware of, alignments. You can change a lot of things here, and you can get animations too at this side. Alright, you can get animations too at this side, fading and all that stuff, but you don't get too crazy with this. And this side you can just change your name. So it's basically click and edit. All right. So if you want to add an element, this is the section. You can add a container. All right. If you want to add a text, you can drag and drop, and you add your text here, and you edit as well. Right. If you want to add an image, the same thing, you can drag and drop. Right. Alright, and you edit your image. Okay, I think you get some from the library. You can get images from the library, and you can also upload image. Okay, you can upload image from this side. Select from files and you upload from your your files. Okay, so let me show you one cool trick as well. With Elementor, you cannot directly edit your footer and your header. So if you want to if you want to edit your footer and header, there's a special way to go about it. And you have to go back to your WordPress dashboard. Okay, let's say we are already here. Instead of waiting for this to load, we can just so let's start from this place. So we are going to click on our appearance panel and our theme is going to show up. So when your theme show up, you just click on customize here. And this is the section that you can use to edit your footer. This section, you can add custom CSS to your web page. You can edit your footer here. Alright, so this is your footer. Let's say you want to add a copyright. You can add a copyright. Okay. This is your footer menu, this is your copyright. Anything you want to add, you can just click and add. You don't really have a lot of options because some themes comes with, strict rules. You have to be using Pro before you can be able to do some things. Okay, so I just added socials here. You can see your social media handles here and you can edit them as how you want. Okay, so when you're done, you just click on publish. So this is for footer editing, and this section 2 is going to help you edit your header. So this is the only place you can edit your footer and header. Alright, so this is just an overview of using your LocalWP to launch your WordPress website. So just stay tuned, make sure you subscribe, because I'm going to go ahead and bring you an advanced tutorial on using Elementor to customize your web page. Alright, so thank you for staying.